work done for the morning, hopefully the last time I leave work in this car. But during that shift when I was doing the social media stuff, I realised that last week I'd completely missed out a vlog. I know it's not the end of the world and it's major sort of first world problems, but I was a bit annoyed with myself that I actually missed one, because the last couple of days I've been realising that my vlog files and my editing files weren't quite lining up. I think last vlog was 144, but the vlog file was 145, so I was like, where's the file got missing? It's only now I've realised what it was. It was just a upper body session from today's session last week. So again, not the end of the world, but just a bit annoyed with myself that I've missed one. But plan for today is, again, firstly, get the phone call saying my new car is ready to collect. But in the meantime, can head home now for some breakfast, chill for a little bit, and then head over to Vault for that upper body session. If I can get around this tanker. It is cold today. I've had to dust off the old Audi, get that out of storage. Thought it was going to start being warm, thought it was going to start being springtime. Sometimes it's been warm last couple of days, but I guess not. That is the British weather for you. Going for the usual oats, but this time warmed. Now I was just thinking that, I don't know why it's popped into my head, but when I used to follow sort of bodybuilding plans and all that, I used to say like nuked oats, which for ages I didn't know what that meant until I realised it just means microwaved. But I'm going to enjoy this, try and get warm, maybe have another coffee to warm the insides up, and while I do that, I'm going to try and clear some storage on this, because I don't know why, even though I copy the clips onto my computer so they're sort of backed up in a way, I tend to hold on to them and just almost hoard them on the memory card for future use, even though I never really use them. For example, once this clip of me talking has been used, there's no point in me saving it to use it again, so I may as well clear it from the memory card to free up space. Kind of like me with clothes, I've got a lot of clothes that I keep almost like, I don't know, not too much sentimental value, but just in case I might wear them, even though they are too small for me, since I've had them for a long time and I've grown a lot in the last few years. And speaking of growing, I'm actually shrinking. Hit a new low weigh-in of 89.85 this morning. First time I've hit under 90 kilos in almost 2 years, since before I entered my powerlifting comp. So that's promising. Going in the right direction. A couple more weeks, I'd say. I think end of June or July. See if I'm near my goal weight of 86 maybe, or again, goal weight shouldn't really be a thing, but around that weight anyway. But yeah, for now I'm gonna enjoy breakfast. Where is it? There. Get warm and then play some Warzone for a bit as that digests before hitting the gym. I find for some reason in the summer Warzone is my game of choice rather than FC24, because once the season ends I just feel like it just gets a bit silly with all the cards and that. That's me being a gaming nerd and the way I like to do things. I had a few good games on Warzone yesterday, but let's hopefully that luck continues. Hopefully you saw me then to realise the angle was over there. But so yeah, I need food, get some energy in the system, get the brain firing, and then yeah, off to Vault for hopefully another good upper body bodybuilding session, or power building as this video is titled, or should be titled. I don't know what I'm going to title it. I'll decide when I edit it. Just when I thought I'd had everything figured out with the microphone settings, the settings mess up on me and hardly pick up my voice and just pick up music. It could be also partly down to my habit of picking benches right by the speakers, but they're also the ones with the most space by them for me to not be in the way of my tripod. Anyways, the reason I'm calling the session a power building session is I'm still focusing on the strength of the bench press, just dropping the dumbbells, so still sticking things to sort of 5 reps maximum. And also, barbell bench was starting to aggravate my shoulder and quite frankly frustrating me, because I wasn't making much, if any, progress, as I'm only doing it once a week. So switching the dumbbells to help keep things fresh, and I feel because I've not done dumbbell bench for quite a while, there's some room for improvement even while being in a deficit. I also feel in my chest a lot more, which is an area I want to target and try and grow, but with a deficit's hard to grow. But yeah, sort of contradict myself there, aren't I? Another thing I prefer about dumbbells is I can rotate my wrists in and angle my elbows a lot better, which helps keep my shoulders down and in a much better position for me. And you'll see as I sort of bob my head with each rep, that is to just allow my scaps to stay retracted Whereas with the barbell, my right shoulder was wanting to shrug up, which I think was the issue, was causing aggravation. Whereas this is allowing me to just not put much pressure on my shoulder. This week's bench was 4 sets of 5 at 44 kilos. Last week was 3 by 5 at 42, which is deload, but this was a bit more challenging, probably because of all of Monday's burpees. So the chest was a little bit fatigued, but I was still quite surprised to hit the 4 by 5. So by the next week I'll up the weight or just go for an extra set of 5, so 44s for 5 sets of 5. And being in the time, I actually took my back picking these dumbbells up, so been just yellow back fairs over the next few days. There's on to the usual bench rows, and this week I actually came prepared as I wrote down last week's numbers, which were 72.5 for 5 by 5. So this week simply was just the aim of 75 5 by 5, which I managed relatively easily, as I feel this movement can be pretty hit or miss on the day, so I was pleased to get all 5 sets done pretty comfortably. And then moving on to incline bench was another surprise on the day, although it shouldn't really have been, given I'd already benched and was still feeling the fatigue of the burpees. Last week on inclines I managed 3 sets of 10 at 32, so I thought this week I could quite easily hit 3 sets of 12. However, again, given that fatigue, I only managed 1 set of 12, just about got it. Second set was a set of 10, third set was a set of 8, so I'm probably going to have to maybe drop down to the 30s for the 12s and work up to, similar to the bench, 3 sets of 12, 4 sets of 12, 5 sets of 12, rinse and repeat, add weights, rinse and repeat, Joe, the usual. But again, similar to the double bench, I like inclines because I can get my elbows tucked a bit more, which keeps a lot of tension more in the chest. And again, doing that same funny little head bob that looks quite funny from this angle, but during the movement itself, it's actually helps me keep my shoulders, and it's actually effective and does serve a purpose besides just looking like a little chicken. Mark, rate that chicken impression. And one of my favourite things about this gym is the amount of variety of kit they've got. There's even more upstairs, but I rarely venture up there, probably because all I need is down here. But I like this pull-out machine because it's a single arm, and the ease on the shoulder has the angle at which you pull. It's kind of like a combined pull down and a row, and because of the shoulder it doesn't aggravate it as much, because when my hand is straight overhead, the right shoulder doesn't quite reach right overhead, so it's just pain-free on the shoulders. And I'm doing these with a slight rotation, which is the thing I got this sort of variation from Jeff Nippard, which it just adds a bit more of a stretch onto the lat, increasing the ROM, so I'm more sort of pulling down and slightly around, which again, all about that mind muscle connection and getting that contraction, because gains, and it just feels very nice. Again, like it's kind of like a combined pull down and row, so it's upper back and lats, very nice, if I do say so myself. Finishing with the piece de resistance, and that was just some arm work. Easy bar curls, preach it, easy bar curls, because they just feel nice in the biceps. I actually feel both biceps working, and then onto the triceps for the push downs. Now I like this rope because it's an extended rope and it allows you to keep pushing down, whereas the small rope you've got to sort of push down to the sides, and it keeps all that tension on the triceps. This was just 3 sets to failure. I also chucked in some lat raises, but couldn't bother filming those. I feel like I've been jinxing myself saying the car's going to be ready today, because as per usual the car has got yet another delay. They found an issue with something called AdBlue, which is something to do with the fuel, like know when the fuel's empty and when to top it up. I don't know, something to do with that. So because of that, I am not getting the car today, and I can't get it tomorrow either when it's done, because I'm in work. So I think it's going to be Friday afternoon, which is again very frustrating, but lucky again I didn't take out the car insurance, because like I said previously, it would end up midnight, sort of end at midnight today, so I wouldn't be able to drive to work tomorrow. It would have just been a nightmare. So let's just jump ahead to Friday, when, touch wood, fingers crossed, say a prayer, whatever, I finally get the car. So right now I'm just going to take Mr. Odin for a walk and then jump ahead till Friday, unless I get it before then, and hopefully I'm getting the car. Who knows?
2 days later.
And here we are, finally after 2 days, but we now have the new car, and here it is, the nice little Peugeot 388. It's waited two extra days because of a few bits and bobs, but it is very nice. I think it has a kick sensored boot. Let's see if it works. So it's unlocked. So if we no open. I don't know. I gotta hang it. I think that is on, but yeah. Nice spacious boot. Getting plenty of space for more bits in there. I think there's what's underneath. I actually don't know when it's not when there's bags in there. Getting extra fancy with the boot close button as well. And here's the inside. I am very happy with this car. It was a bit sad saying goodbye to the Fiesta. Like I say, I've grown up with that car. I've had it for 12 and a half years. Bought it in November 2011, which is a long time ago. But yeah, it's time for upgrade. It feels very strange being high above the other cars, or at least higher on the road, just getting down to it, but it's nice just stepping in all the content. I think this, don't know if this is what it is. I think it's a charging thing, or it's just a fancy pad, but it looks like it's a charging station. Currently, the phone I've got, Pixel 4, doesn't have that kind of magnetic battery. I can't remember what it's called, but the Pixel 6 did. But yeah, hopefully when I get my new phone in the next day or two, I'll find out what the issue is with that, or if it's getting fixed or I'm getting a new one. Probably won't be until next week till I get it back, because the emails yesterday that they say they got it. But yes, this is a new car. Yeah, look at the sunroof. Let's turn on and open that bad boy up.
.co.uk/giveaway to enter for.
Yeah, I've not had a sunroof for a very long time, but I am rambling. I'm probably going to be a bit late for work, but time to head off for some training. This is actually the middle of the next vlog. I don't know why I've done it this way. It's just I just want to get the new car a little bit out the way. I'm sure I'll just talk about it in the next one as well, and all future ones that involve driving. But it's got, yeah, very happy. Just need to get to driving a bigger car on the road. Hopefully no crashes or anything like that. It's got all the parking sensors, all the reverse sensors, all the reverse cameras. So yeah, it's a very good upgrade. But yeah, I'm gonna end this one there. Finally got the car after almost 2 weeks, and I am very happy with it. So yeah, catch you all in the next one. Peace.